Hey, and welcome back. After I finished my Pulp Fiction review, I pulled out all of my Quentin Tarantino Steelbooks that I have just because I wanted to take a photo of them together. But as I was deciding to take a photo of them, I actually decided it might be cool to do a little video here and show you all of my Quentin Tarantino Steelbooks. So I have most of Quentin Tarantino's filmography here on Steelbook. I'm only missing one. If you catch which one I'm missing, comment it down below. So I just want to start first, and some of you may disagree that this is a Quentin Tarantino movie because it's only written by Quentin Tarantino. However, I wanted to include it here, and that is Arrow Video's recent release of True Romance on 4K. And I love the artwork on here with Patricia Arquette and Christian Slater on the front and back. What an awesome movie. It was my first time watching it when I picked it up from Arrow Video, and it took me so long to recognize Gary Oldman. But I feel like that happens sometimes. The same thing happened when I first saw Silence of the Lambs. Actually, he was in Hannibal, right? The second one? I'm probably wrong. But yeah, so here's the inside artwork for it here. I loved this movie when I saw it, and I think it's so interesting because I had never seen it before. So looking back on it, you can really see how it's distinctly Tarantino's voice in the movie, but it's so interesting seeing his words played on something that was clearly not directed by him, because he has such a distinct directorial style that is not present in the movie, even though you can hear his voice and his dialogue come through very clearly. The next one I have here is Reservoir Dogs, the new Lionsgate Steelbook. I think this Steelbook is really cool. I love how the ear comes off on the slipcover. Very inventive. I love the back of the slip where you see all of our assorted cast of characters. And then the Steelbook itself, where you have the silhouettes, just like from the original poster. And then the complete art. I really like when Steelbooks do a front and back and it's all the same image. The disc art on this one is also really cool, where you have matching disc art on both of the discs. And then I also have, I've shown these previously, but I have a Pulp Fiction Blu-ray Steelbook. With that classic poster as the disc art. Matches my shirt. And then of course the new 4K Steelbook for Pulp Fiction, which I've showed off previously. Unfortunately, no disc art on this one. And then I was so lucky because I had initially missed these Steelbooks when they first came out, but I was so lucky for a Best Buy reissue of these back in probably 2016 or 2017. I picked up Kill Bill Volume 1. And then of course I also had to complete it by picking up Kill Bill Volume 2, which I love how these both match. And this one's just great with the list. I love these shots of Uma Thurman on the backs of these as well. Just awesome. And then the very controversial 4K release of Inglourious Basterds, but it does have quite the glorious Steelbook. That art is iconic. And you get disc art in there as well. One of my favorite Quentin Tarantino films, Django Unchained. This movie, of all of his movies, is a perfect movie. This movie is so good. I recommend it to anyone, especially if you're new to Quentin Tarantino. This movie is a very accessible movie. I think it's awesome. No inside disc art though, unfortunately. I mean, no inside art, but you do get disc art. And then this one I missed out when it had first come out in Best Buy. It was my first day one disappointment of showing up at the store and not pre-ordering and not finding what I was looking for, and later ended up finding it on eBay. Thankfully, I didn't overpay too much on eBay because I bought it several years after it came out. But it is the Hateful Eight. I don't remember which one I said in my previous Pulp Fiction video was my favorite, but I was wrong. This is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, followed closely by Django Unchained, but I love this movie. A lot of people think it's too long, it's boring, but I just love the way he uses the camera. He uses that extra wide 70mm frame to stage this amazing drama, almost like a stage play where you can see distinctly different vignettes all happening at once, and you're keeping your eyes on the characters in the corners and trying to figure out who to be suspicious of, who to trust. It's a great use of that wide frame. I think just purely from a direction and a cinematography aspect, this is his best movie, and has great art here. And then of course interior and disc art as well. And then last but not least, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This movie was so fun. I saw it in theaters on opening night. My girlfriend and I had those themed cocktails that they had at AMC with that. I forget what those were, but definitely set the mood. It was a little long, but on subsequent watches, I've loved it even more. And of course, anything with Margot Robbie, I'm gonna love. I'm gonna watch it, don't get me wrong. And then of course you've got on the back. And it's great. I love that the disc art is film cans on the inside. So that's my Quentin Tarantino Steelbook collection. Tell me what your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is, and if you can tell me which one I'm missing, comment it down below. Whichever that one I'm missing, just know, I know that there's a Steelbook out there, but it's too expensive on eBay, and I'm sure we'll get a 4K remaster soon, or at least I hope so. Anyway, thanks for coming back by. Thanks for checking out my channel again, and like this video if you did like it. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but why did you stay until the end? Until next time.